Yeah, the question of the connection between explanation, understanding, and excusing is a very important one. Bruno Bettelheim's a famous psychologist who survived the Holocaust. And Bettelheim once said about perpetrators, we should never try to understand them, because if we do, all that's going to happen is their evil's going to taint us. Their evil's going to become part of us. And I respect Bettelheim's position as a Holocaust survivor. As someone who works in the field, though, I also disagree a bit, because I think if we don't understand this, if we can't understand how ordinary people come to do this extraordinary evil, we have no hope of stopping it. And we'd never do that with a disease. If some contagious disease broke out, we'd never just sit back and put our hands behind our back and say, it's horrible how many lives this is taking, but there's nothing we can do about it.
So when Hitler comes to power, the Jews are 0.9% of the population, 0.9%. But they're 50% of the doctors in Berlin, 60% in Vienna, 67% of the dentists in Vienna. So they're highly visible and highly concentrated, even though there aren't many. In a country of 60 million people, there are only about 500,000 Jews. This whole thing, Nazism, is in many ways about those 500,000 Jews.
I do not think that there was such a thing as a Nazi personality. The evidence that we have is that a great many people who were Nazis, even among the elite leadership, were individuals who were very, very successful in life, who had successful careers, who were able to live normal lives outside of their duties during the war. They had families, they had friends. There was every indication that these were individuals who did not have any particular kind of personality defect or any particular kind of psychopathology.
At Nuremberg, a small sample of elite Nazis, there were at least a couple psychopaths. Probably Quisling and Rosenberg were psychopaths, but not the rest of them. There were also a couple individuals who appeared psychopathological. Rudolf Hess, the secretary of Hitler, was probably psychotic at the time of Nuremberg. You have to remember that Hess commandeered an airplane and flew from Germany to England to try to end the war himself. And he probably was psychotic at the time he did that. He certainly was at Nuremberg. Hans Frank, another Nazi war criminal at Nuremberg, probably was manic-depressive, but his manic-depressive characteristics probably made him a successful elite Nazi. But the rest of the Nazis did not look particularly pathological at Nuremberg.
A crucial role in this evolution is the passivity of what I call bystanders. These are people who witness what's going on, who are in a position to know what's going on, who are in a position to take some kind of action, but they do not. And their passivity reinforces the perpetrators. It tells the perpetrators that what they are doing is accepted at the very least, and maybe also that it is considered as a right by all these people who are part of the population, and also all these people in other countries. Well, why are all these people passive? Why do they just witness what is happening and not take action?